Good morning, students. In session 4, we have seen factor theorem and its application. We have also seen how can we obtain the factors of a quadratic polynomial by using middle term splitting method. Right? In this session, we will see some examples, some questions based on factor theorem, and the factors we are also going to obtain by the middle term splitting method in exercise 2.4. Okay, let's start. Here in question 1, you have to check whether x plus 1 is a factor of given polynomial or not. Here 4 polynomials are taken, you can check. We will take one example from it, that is fourth example. Let's check. First, name this polynomial px and write the polynomial x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. And we have to check that x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial or not. So, according to factor theorem, what we have to do? We have to obtain the remainder in this case, and if the remainder is 0, then we can say x plus 1 is a factor, and if the remainder is not equal to 0, then x plus 1 is not a factor. So take x plus 1 is equal to 0 and obtain the value of x from here, which is minus 1, and now put x is equal to minus 1 in the given polynomial, that is x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. So by putting minus 1 in place of x, minus 1 cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2, that is equal to cube of minus 1, that is minus 1, minus sign, square of minus 1, that is plus 1, minus sign vanishes here, minus minus plus, so 2 plus root 2 remains as it is, and plus root 2. Minus 1 becomes minus 2 plus 2. And here 1 root 2 plus 1 root 2, that is 2 times root 2. Minus 2 plus 2 will be cancelled and 2 root 2 is left. And you can check that is not equal to 0. So we can say x plus 1 is not a factor of px. Right? In each and every case, that is in the remaining questions, first, second and third, the same thing you have to check. You have to put minus 1 in place of x. If the remainder is 0, then you can say x plus 1 is a factor, and if the remainder is not equal to 0, then x plus 1 is not a factor. Right? Okay. Move on, question number 2. Check that gx is a factor of px by factor theorem. So here 2 polynomials are given. You can check question number 3. Px is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6. And gx is linear polynomial x minus 3. You have to check here that x minus 3 is a factor of px. So let us take x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 3. And now put x is equal to 3 in place of x in this polynomial and obtain the remainder. Right? So 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 plus 6. 3 cube, that is 27. 3 square, that is 9. 9 fours are 36 plus 3 plus 6. Minus 27 plus 3, that is 30 plus 6, that is 36, minus 36 is equal to 0. And so you can say gx is a factor of px. So the same approach, by using the factor theorem, you have to find out the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then you can say the given polynomial is a factor of the biggest polynomial. Right? Same way you can attempt the remaining 2 questions also, first and second. Okay. Move on, question number 3. Find k if x minus 1 is a factor of the following polynomials. It is given to us that x minus 1 is a factor. Take question number 3. Px is kx square minus root 2x plus 1, and it is given to us that x minus 1 is a factor, so it is compulsorily p1 is equal to 0. p1 is what? p1 is the remainder when we are putting 1 in place of x, and from where this 1 is obtained? So x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. This 1 we have to put in the given polynomial and obtain the remainder, which is termed as p1, and it is taken to be 0. So p1 is equal to k into 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1. Now put the value of p1, that is 0, from here, so it is 0. 1 square, that is 1, k 1 za k, minus root 2 plus 1. So we have to obtain the value of k from here, so send minus root 2 and plus 1 on another side, so it will become plus root 2 and plus 1 becomes minus 1. That will not be further solved, so this is the value of k, which is root 2 minus 1, right? Okay, that's similarly question number 4 also. Let px is equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. The same condition, x minus 1 is again a factor, so x is equal to 1 and p1 is equal to 0 by remainder theorem, by factor theorem. So p1 is equal to k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus k. p1 is replaced by 0 here, it is k minus 3 plus k. K plus k becomes 2k and minus 3 is sent on another side, so it will become plus 3. So 2k is equal to 3, and so k is equal to 3 by 2. So it is the value of k. In this way you can obtain the answers. Similarly, question number 1 and 2 are also of the same kind, so you will practice for that. Question number 4. Factorize by middle term splitting. This type of example also we have seen earlier. The same example are here also. First, 12x square minus 7x plus 1. So first what we have to do here? We have to multiply first and last term. Step 1, that is plus 12x square is obtained. Now you have to split this middle term into 2, right? Such that its multiplication will be 12. So you know that 4 3s are 12. That is minus 4 minus 3. So it is minus 7, and multiplication of both of them becomes plus 12x square. Make the pairs of first, second and last second. So this is from the first part, take 4x common. So what is left? 4 3s are and 1x, 3x minus whole 4x is taken out, so nothing is left. So what is left? 1, because 4x, 1s are 4x. Similarly, nothing is common, so minus and 1 is taken common. We know that if nothing is common, then 1 is taken out as a common. It is 3x, the inner sign is changed here, so it will become minus 1. 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1 is written one time, and the remaining term will be written down in the second bracket, right? Okay, so 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 1 are two factors. Okay. Question number 4. 3x square minus x minus 4. Same way we have to start. First step, first and last term is multiplied, and so what we will have here? Minus 12x square. You can check. Now this is minus 1. Minus 1x. You have to split this in two parts such a way that the multiplication is minus 12x square. So you can check minus 4x and plus 3x. When you will subtract it, so you will have minus x, and when you are multiplying it, it will become minus 4 3s are 12x square. So these are two parts. Now make the pairs. From the first one, x is common, So 3 and 1x is left, minus 4 is left. Plus, nothing is common from here, so plus 1 is taken common, so this bracket remains as it is, that is 3x minus 4. Now 3x minus 4 and 3x minus 4 taken common, and the left one is x plus 1, which is written in the next bracket, right? Okay, question number 2 and question number 3 are of the same kind, so you will practice for that questions. It is even factorized by middle term splitting, right? Okay, now we have to factorize a cubic polynomial. Check this. This is, first we are taking the example number 15, that is illustration from your textbook, right? Factorize x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120, right? Okay, so how this cubic polynomial be factorized? So you have to take some steps regarding this. In the first step, you have to take a sum of all the coefficients. Sum of all the coefficients, that is equal to x cube. So coefficient of x cube is 1. Nothing is written, so 1x cube is considered, so 1 we have taken here. Square of x square, coefficient is minus 23, plus 142 minus 120. We can check, sum of positive terms is 143 and sum of negative terms is also 143, that is minus 143. So both of them will be cancelled out, so the sum is 0. And when the sum is 0, then you can say precisely that x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. If the sum of all the coefficient is 0, then you can say x minus 1. Why we have taken x here? Because this polynomial is made up of x, right? So x minus 1 is a factor of polynomial. And if this sum is not equal to 0, then what happens? X plus 1 is a factor of polynomial. So this thing first you have to consider in your mind. What you have to do? Again, sum of all the coefficients, 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. Sum of positive terms is 143. Sum of negative terms is minus 143. And when we are subtracting, it is 0. So sum is 0. So x minus 1 is a factor of polynomial, right? This is our first step. Okay, move on the next step. Now here, write the question again. So the question is written here. Don't forget, you don't remember this thing first. Lapse this row, right? You don't consider this row first. Okay, starting from here, you have to write x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1 3 times. And why we are writing this x minus 1 3 times? Because the highest power of this polynomial is 3. Highest power of the polynomial is 3. Okay, so we have write x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. And how these terms will come, I will explain you, right? Okay, let us check. First I am writing this polynomial. One row you have to left. In the second row, write x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1 3 times, right? Okay, now you have to see this term first. What it is? It is x cube. So write the term having one power less from it, one power less from it, or you can say you have to put here a term, such a term you are putting here, that when you are multiplying this term with x, you will have x cube. So what it is? It is x square, right? When you are putting x square here and multiply it now, so what you will have? Write that terms here, x cube minus with 1 when you are multiplying, x square ones are x square, right? Okay, now this is the term containing variable x square, and in this question how many x square are there? Minus 23x square. This is minus 1x square, it is minus 23x square. So what you are going to add or subtract from here, from this minus x square, to obtain minus 23x square? You have to add or subtract something from this minus x square, so you will obtain minus 23x square. So what is this term? Minus 22x square, right? This term you have to put by your own way, right? Okay, see again, minus x square minus 22x square, that will become minus 23x square. This thing you have to keep in your mind. Now from this term, what you have written here, delete one power of the variable term, so it is minus 22x. Take this term here, right? Okay, multiply it now, but this time you do not multiply this term with x directly, you have to multiply with minus 1. So what you will have? Minus minus plus 22x, right? 22x. Now you have to see here, because this is a term containing variable x, and here the term containing variable x is 142x. So what you have to add or what you have to subtract from here to obtain plus 142? Yes, it is 120x, positive 120x. So when you are adding them, you will have 142x. Again decrease one power of x, and when you are decreasing this x by power 1, so this x will be cancelled out from here, so plus 120 is there. You don't cancel it, I am trying to explain you what is the method, right? Don't cancel here. Okay, so plus 120, and now again you will multiply it by the same, that is by minus 1, so plus minus minus 120. You must notice that this last term and this last term must be same with sign, that is minus 120 and above minus 120, both will be same, right? Okay, now from here what you will do? X minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So take x minus 1 common, and the remaining terms you have to write in the next bracket, that is x square minus 22x plus 120, right? Okay, now x minus 1 is as it is. Now this is a quadratic polynomial, so you have to factorize it by using middle term splitting method. So what is the step? First and last term gets multiplied, so it is 120x square. Okay, split this term, x square minus 12x minus 10x plus 120, right? These two terms we have obtained here, minus 12x minus 10x. Okay, so when you are going to multiply, you will have plus 120x square, and when you are adding them, you will have minus 22x, right? Okay, x minus 1, take x common from here, so x minus 12 is there, and when we are taking 10 that is minus 10 common from these last two. So x minus 12, 10 12s are, that is 12. So x minus 1. Now take x minus 2 common from here. So x minus 12, sorry, and x minus 10. So these are three factors of this given polynomial, right? I hope you will understand this method. We will take one more example to illustrate this one, right? Okay. See, from the same exercise 2.4, factorize the cubic polynomial, and it is given to us x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5, right? What is the first step? Sum of all the coefficients, 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5, right? And this one remains as it is, and all of these are having negative signs, so all of them are added. 9 and 3 12, 12 and 5 17, that is minus 17. And you can check minus 17 plus 1, that is minus 16, which is not equal to 0 here. So what you have to do here, you have to take x plus 1 is a factor of polynomial, right? Okay. Now write the question once. X cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Forget this row first. Starting from here, x plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1. Write 3 times. Okay. X cube is here, so you have to put x square here, because we know that when we are going to multiply this x by x square, so we will have x cube. So you have to start with x square here. Now multiply it. X cube plus x square, 1 x square. This is the term plus x square, and here minus 3x square having the same variable. So what you have to do, you have to put minus 4x square here. So when you are going to subtract, so you will obtain minus 3x square. Decrease 1 power of x here, so minus 4x is obtained, put that here. Multiply with the second term directly now. So minus 4x 1 that is minus 4x. This is the term containing x, so you have to see here first. It is minus 9x. So what you have to do, because it is minus 4x, so you have to add minus 5x here, right? So minus 4 and minus 5 becomes minus 9x. Minus 4 and minus 5 becomes 9x here, right? Now decrease 1 power of x here, so this x will be cancelled. Take this minus 5 here, minus 5 1s minus 5. This last term and this last term must be same, right? Okay. Now see, x plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1 we have to take common, and the remaining x square minus 4x minus 5 is written here. Now again, by this is a quadratic, so we have to factorize this by middle term splitting. So minus 4x. First step is you have to multiply these terms, which is minus 5x square. Now minus 4x is splitted as minus 5 plus 1. And when you are getting that, so you can say minus 5 plus 1, that is minus 4x. And when we are multiplying both of them, so minus 5x into x, that is minus 5x square, right? Okay. Make the pairs. Take x common from here, this x plus 1 remains as it is till last. Okay, x is taken common, so x minus 5. Nothing is common here, so plus 1 is taken common, so x minus 5. X minus 5 and x minus 5 is again taken out, and the remaining is x plus 1, right? So these are three factors of this polynomial, x plus 1, which is 2 times here, and x minus 5. And remember that because it is a cubic polynomial, so you must obtain how many? 3 factors of this, right? Okay. One more question we are going to take from the same exercise, that is question number 4. 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus 1. First step, sum of all the coefficients. What you will have? 2 plus 1 minus 2, minus 1. So you can check 2 plus 1, that is 3, minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. 3 and 3 will be cancelled out, it is 0. So you can say y minus 1 is a factor of polynomial. Why y minus 1? Because this polynomial is written in terms of y. So it is y minus 1. Right? Write the question first. Forget this row. Start from this row. Write y minus 1, y minus 1, y minus 1 3 times. Now because the above term is 2y cube, and how can we obtain this? By multiplying this y with 2y square. So start the process by 2y square. Right? Okay. So 2y square into y, that is 2y cube, and 2y square minus 1, that is minus 2y square. And now this is the term minus 2y square, and the related term with it is plus y square here. So what you have to add, or you have to subtract something from here, and you can check it is plus positive y square. So you have to write plus 3y square over here. So plus 3y square minus 2y square, that is plus y square, you can check. Okay. Now decrease the power of y from here. So write plus 3y here. 3y 1 that is minus 3y. Now you have to see this term which is minus 2y. So you have to subtract plus 1y from here. So minus 3y plus y, that is minus 2y is obtained. Decrease the power of y here. So this is cancelled, nothing is left. So 1 is left, that is plus 1 is here. Now multiply this one with the last. So minus 1. It is also minus 1. Right? Both of them will be same. Y minus 1, y minus 1, y minus 1, that is taken common. 2y square plus 3y plus 1 is written in the second bracket. Now by middle term splitting, first step is 2y square 1 that is 2y square. So you have to split this in 2. That is 2 1 2, that is 2y plus y, it is 3y, and when you are multiplying it, it will become 2y square. Okay. So make the pairs now. Take 2y common, so y plus 1 is obtained. Nothing is common, so plus 1 is taken common. Y plus 1 is left. Y plus 1 is taken out, and 2y plus 1 is here. So again 3 factors you will have. Right? Okay. I hope you will get this method also. You will practice the remaining 2 questions from the exercise. You will get the whole method. Okay, if you don't understand this method, we will take some more examples in the next lecture or in the next session. Thank you.